I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. Will be good if I draw lands. Looking fancy today. Have an interview. I have an interview with Twitch chat. Asking questions. Primeval Titan flavor text is the best all-time flavor text, really. His silent stare was punctured only by his deafening roar. I think this is closer to the cringes than the best. Right, my hand was a shit keep, I didn't enjoy land. But I did play Marsh Floods, so I can't lose. Here's a Marsh Floods deck. Mana type, let's go. Can you expect artistic nudity from your stream? Yeah, you can. Now, is your expectation going to be fulfilled? No. It's necessarily. Marshflats mana type. Can I start streaming a modern Prelim with Amulet? Well, wait till 3 hours later, where I'm going to be also streaming a Legacy Prelim with Reanimator. My hand was a horrible keep against Scam. Gab said he'd twerk for 5k. What's your price? I would pay him 30 bucks at most. What mana? What the fuck? Mana type. Imagine trying to make your opponent top deck and then you mana type. Maybe I should get a Saga and play it. Probably I should. If I get a bounce land, it's easier to top deck the One Ring. Alright, I don't think Saga beats Stoneforge Mystic for Kaldra, so I'll get the ring. Well, bounce land. Kaldra complete. Alright, Chad, I need your help. Top decking the One Ring. Preferably immediately. Okay, next roster is fine too. Unless they're gonna ephemerate Grief or something. Ring, 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 ring. Maybe we could make an argument for Generous Ent. And what? If you don't have many Titans in your local store, Burn is now OP because it's good against Rhinos and Scam. Burn has 52% win rate against Rhinos. Also, Burn is insane. Maybe Dismember. Boseiju. On a draw, maybe. It's a big hand, it has the one ring, it goes Grazer into make a land, into fail, to make a land on turn 2. Gets Grief Ephemeраted dice. Let's Mool, this looks better. Can keep the Titan in hand, but could also put it back. I don't think that's particularly wise over putting Sunhome back. Why do I play Explore main deck but Spelunking sideboard? It's because Spelunking is I only like it postboard. But I don't care for it main deck. Because I think Explore is a better card main deck when I assemble double amulet most often and it's not interrupted. But Spelunking is better when it is interrupted. Black. Don't divide Walker. Okay. If I draw a bounce land, I want to have double amulet quickly. Or I can get them up for a bounce land then. Maybe they're gonna ephemerate the Titan. Should have kept Sunhome in my hand. Oh no, 2 concealed courtyards. And I have 5 spells in hand, that's unlucky. Anyone in the chat concealing really hard? Why are you dressed so well today? Is this prelim that important? Yeah. Do you think I should make a construct and double block the Titan? You have 5 spells. That's not. White. Mystic.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Just make 2 blue with your growth chamber and transmute.
I think I'll make a construct. Good draw. Aj kurwa mana type. If I get mana type, I'll cry. Kurwa, no nie no. Ja pierdolę, I forgot. So stupid. Aj. Well, okay. Mana type. Tethering resolved, we would have been in a good spot instead of being in a bad spot. Just top deck another one. That's the plan. But you know, wouldn't have needed to. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 11 exactly, so I die. I guess it is proven to be a free one stream. Once again, because we're not following this one. I think my opponent's deck was a little bit terrible, but I walked right into their traps and I got played like a fiddle with that mana type. My game 1 keep was probably inexcusably bad. I mean, it would be like pretty excusable if I top decked a bounce land immediately, but I didn't, so. So this hand is Grazer Ryan, 2 amulets. Need a bounce land and a Titan to do anything. It's 2 cards away. Probably should mulligan. This is not good, but I'll keep it. Turn 3 ring on the draw. Turn 2 ring. Another stream, another free one, Resident Sleeper. Yeah. Sad to provide you with more and more free ones. This is a counterspell deck. I have no idea what it is. Let's see, probably better to play the ring than to wait, but I might get counterspelled. But then I would have rather kept cards in my hand to try to play 2 strong cards in 1 turn. It's some cringe control deck, seems like. Grixis Triumph. No i jebać jakie kurwa granie, tylko te forcy grają pierdolone w kółko. But they're really bad to have played turn 2 the 1 ring, but like I was thinking that it's like still possible for it to be Rhinos, and if it's Rhinos I just want to play the ring ASAP. Now I might just scoop. Shoulders cringe dicked. Bowmaster, so this is just a blue-black ring deck. Which I think is likely a bad matchup for Amuletos. It's also the worst thing about pitch cards. Endurance is pretty weak. Boseiju is pretty weak. Grazer is pretty weak. Alright. Generous Ent is weak. Utawara is maybe acceptable. I think it's really hard to mulligan this, so I'll keep, but it's on the verge of being good. And now the hand doesn't really have a strong plan going into like turns 3-4. Unless I draw like an Explore into a bounce land my first draw step or something. Cast Alpine Moon. Urza Saga. I was waiting in Urza Saga. I was awaiting an Urza Saga top deck. Could get a Dryad into play now. I don't think that's worthwhile. Alpine Moon Splash. Mamo, man. Have a Valakut in play, which is very nice. So when Kendry tap low. Yeah, that was an issue with my attack. Could you not have Titan last turn, or was it not good? Well, it's my opponent playing a blue deck with counter spells, so like if I just pact for a Titan and I get counter spell, nothing happens. Yes. It's beneficial for me to wait and try to play 2 spells in the same turn to when he taps low, or like keep up my pact in my hand so he can just tap for the ring. Or shoulder it. It's also... yeah, it was not good, I guess that's the answer. Now I have 2 Summoner's Pacts, which is actually good. So I assume he's not gonna have 2 subtleties or 2 pacts. I guess it's impossible. So yeah, that's why I waited. Also, if like this happens and I draw defense grid, and I can go defense grid and to start going off in a single turn, that's also better for me. Just let him know. Let's hope he has no Force of Despair. Or whatever is the name of the Black Force from MH1. I was actually guessing. Anyone knows? Correct name, see? Stream 2 Sagas and have Boseiju and Otawara back to reduce the blowouts. Potential of Alpine Moon. The hand has not much going for it, except that Saga. I like this more. I think I can keep Slayers Stronghold. It can be a real threat with Dryad sometimes, so don't mind leading on Stronghold. Or having Stronghold in hand over a forest. Doesn't seem like I will need that forest. I think it's better for me to play Selesnya Sanctuary. To keep Growth Chamber in my hand, to double untap it with 2 amulets, to make double blue for transmuting later down the line. Dryados resolves. Always Bowmasters. That's okay, Bowmasters is not particularly effective against me out of my opponent's deck. As a hovering. Explosives on 1, okay. Maybe I should have played TOS first. Then I would be able to haste. Because I get to play my lands differently now. Which is also an upside. Get to attack with the Dryados. Maybe, like, I don't know, maybe I was supposed to keep Bounce Land in my hand. Because that means that I get to keep a Bounce Land for double Amulet, which I assemble later. Seems too good not to attack them with the Stronghold. Could try to cast a Titan now, but seems better to make a construct. Transmute for Cavern and Construct. I don't play Cavern. But even then, I don't think that would be like a better play than what I did. If there's no other if there's no extra Bowmasters, then my opponent just gets then my opponent just gets trounced by taking 6 damage, and then the construct is being made. That seems more valuable than transmuting for a Cavern, since Pact still could get countered. Next turn I can make construct, fetch Amulet, hasty construct, maybe even fetch map is better at that point. Cycle Lorien revealed, I don't know what for. Why did he need the land number 5 so desperately? Probably do get map. I could turn this into another map, that doesn't seem particularly useful. But map for second Saga. Or map for Valakut. I don't know, let's just put the heat on my opponent. That's pretty close to lethal now. What are you flashing in? Like opponent could subtlety, that will block the Dryad, something along those lines, but... So what are the Dryad? Sure. How did we feel about transmitting for Valakut here? I mean, I was just gonna use map for Valakut, likely, instead of transmuting. Since Tolaria is better than map in general. But I can get map. I can get Saga here. Next turn I have 3 mana committed to Saga. I need to draw an untapped land to play Dryad and Haste, but I don't need to. Can also just make a construct in Haste without playing the Dryad. That's lethal. But it seems clearly weak to that. If they play the One Ring, I get to try to play its Titan. And still like develop the constructs. Well, what I miss is that I already made a land drop this turn, so actually I can do that. Oops. I had the actual land drop from Dryad, but Dryad got bounced, so... Okay, I was assuming that I can still make the land drop, but of course I can't. Well, too bad. So if I play Dryad, I can get salted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But if I don't get salted, I threaten lethal, so I probably still want to play Dryad first. Even if I get salted on the Dryad, because that's fine. I just put Dryad on top. Counter spell, okay. Attack. Go to 1, question mark. Push. Okay, don't go to 1, actually go to 6. 1 card in hand though, so that's pretty devastating. Bought out 2 Sagas these games and my opponent's just folding to the constructs, which is funny, but... We did lose round 1, we also lost to mana type of all things, but... Sometimes that's how it is. No, it was mana type from White Black Scam. This is 6 damage, so you have to act now again. Destroy artifact, okay. You would like Legacy Lands a lot. I play Legacy Lands, I wouldn't say I like them a lot. Next turn I go make a construct, copy Amulet, Turf, explore Turf, Titan. Decide what to haste. Free revealed. Spaz number 696969. Thank you for a tier 1 gifted sub to the user Kuroneika. Very kind of you. Vapor snag? Sure, Vapor my snag away. Wonder how many Alpine Moons are in this deck, because against those like do nothing control decks, I mean it was like the One Ring deck, so it's not like it is always, but having Saga to be able to put some pressure without playing my spells is incredible. When they don't draw the One Ring, it just worked out so well this game. So I don't know if I should board them out. Saga broken, ... How many Alpine Moons in your deck? Of course, no normal land. Shit hand I keep. It's so bad. Let's keep this way. I have a Dryad and Valakut, so that ought to be good enough. Okay, it scales, so at least my opponent is playing an unplayable deck. For a moment I was like, yeah, I guess I'm keeping this hand, but what do I want my opponent to be on so that my keep will actually be able to win? And I had trouble coming up with something that would make sense until opponent deployed his Abaz, so a relief. A huge load of relief. Still need to draw like a bounce land. Or 2 lands in a row, or the One Ring, or an Amulet into a bounce land. Here it is. Bounce land? Nope. Metek. Can what is he reprint the One Ring? Good question. Protection from everything, so I wonder how much damage I will end up taking now. Was bad, keep ring and let Saga resolve. I'm pretty sure. I just want to draw a line if they go for a might, then they don't do anything else. Thanks. I should have played the Grazer. Maybe it lessens the odds I need to Boseiju minimally. I have a Crumbling Vestige in my deck right now, so I can fix my not playing Grazer last turn mistake. Can even pact for another Grazer if I want to. That's better to shoot 2 Thopters. Any difference against Ballista? I think against Ballista I'll die. Just Ballista for 0. Yeah, against Ballista I'll die. Well, what if I shoot Arbon Ravager twice? 1, 2, 3. So sacrifice 2 Thopters. I still die to Ballista, so it doesn't make a difference. So I guess let's hope for no Ballista. Oh yeah, to bounce land and shoot again. I think I still die to Ballista then? Well, maybe not. I guess I can kill the Ravager because it's plus 3 damage. So then Ravager is in the graveyard and the counters are on the Thopter token, so then... Yeah, I think I wasn't actually dying to Ballista. Wait, how does he have white mana? Ooh, I see. Well, in that case, I made a mistake. Because he adds 10... 11, 12, 13, 14, no i daje. Ajajaj. Secret text. But a better play would be to shoot down 3 Thopters and have 3 Arboreal Grazers. Or shoot this down. But let's extra and put the 2 counter on the top there. That probably works too. Did I play Pioneer Garuda this week? No, I actually lied. I said I will play it, but I didn't. Nice play. So if my hand was not good enough against, I guess Cursed Totem is solid too. If my hand was weak enough to lose to Scales, then that was probably a sign that it shouldn't have been kept. That's more. Send sacks. Alright, I'll give him a chance. It's good against Dumping Sphere or some like other funny cards. Hope to draw a land though. Probably should play Scales first and then your Arbon Ravager. Going deep is a graveyard Vesuva. You may have it enter the battlefield tapped as a copy of any land card in a graveyard except as a cave in addition to its other types, and it adds colorless. So it's always able to add colorless. Sounds soaring. Echoing deeps. No, echoing depths is not copies 5 to 8 of Vesuva. Probably one copy in their deck. Okay, I'll die to another dismember, but odds are extremely low. Well put, Vita. Now shoot this, and I'm gonna bounce a bounce land because next turn I have to pay for the pact. Anyways. So I get 2 shots from the Dryad. I think if I played a Grazer on the turn before, in the previous game I also would have survived easily because I could block the Ravager the first time and not tank 7 damage. Bro is sacrificing Damping Sphere. That's commitment. Okay. Next turn I'm gonna have 2 shots. This is turn 5, so he has missed land drop. So send his 3 spells. Ballista, okay. Green. The Ozolith. Well, now that's a problem because I'm not quite dead, but I'm not far away from being dead. It's 19 if I counted correctly. Then I think you counted incorrectly because I don't know how do you reach 19 here. 5, 6, 7. Add 8. Then add 8, okay, it's 18. But if he does that, that's good for me. What do I think about the new 6 mana artifact in Vintage? Oh, it's awesome. By the way, I have no idea. What are you talking about? If we don't block, we die. I guess I do because it's 9 plus 11. If we do block, then we die too, so I think I prefer not to block and for him not to commit to the play. Well, we can still die because he can move 10 counters to the Ballista now and shoot me. Trameric Karazor is a new Vintage staple, sure bro. 6 mana, your spells are uncounterable, and Discover 5 seems a good fit for jewels and prison shops. I think Discover combines kinda poorly with spheres or Trini spheres. Tickets, that's kinda so many tickets. Too bad I have a Summoner's Pact in hand and not a creature to be great against grief. Ooh, pitching subtlety. Oh wow. Okay, I'm glad that happened. I have Gardens and Saga for double amulet anyways. Would be bad to get griefed. Unfortunately, if they pitch subtlety, that means that it's likely that they have another one. Do I do the full creature cyber plan for Delver or just 4-color decks? Delver too. It's less successful against Delver because Delver is a better deck, but I think it's a strong bet against them too. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to play land pass. There's little upside to doing it sorcery speed, so just Boseiju, which is not even commonly played. I die to Grief, Fawn, and Subtlety, which is a rough spot to be in, but I don't die to nothing, so I win if they have nothing even. Grief. Oh, 2 blockers actually means I can survive. Against nothing once again. I die to Violent Outburst. Otawara, Subtlety. I don't even know if Ring is the card I want to draw. If I draw a Pact, I die to Force of Negation. It's cried bottom, so there is a chance. There is no chance. Defense grind. La 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 la. Na 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 na. How's the legacy Prelim looking? 6 people? Alright, it's gonna fire. Crazy. Do you think taking the draw to discard the hand size against living end is better for Titan? No, no. It only ever works. It only works rarely. It only works if you... You know... No, no, it's not. You need to have Titan in your opening 7. Doesn't do work otherwise. You need not to get griefed too. So you do it when it comes up, but you can't plan for it. I think I'll play Saga and Defense Greed. You know, it's not like I have an option as to what to play. The awkward thing is that, like, if my opponent has Force of Vigor, they could kill my land now in response. Maybe that's better to keep it in my hand, go with second forest. They have Foundation Breaker, they can also kill my land now. Yeah. Yeah, we have Lesson to Friday. Bounce land. Yeah, so fetch 2 basics, that is like kind of suspicious, but well, let's see if that actually means anything, but they go Charlotte's Agent right now, it's a bit, life's a bit rough for me with regards to the defense grid. Okay, miss land drops, that's like my hope. Fortunately, I did not top deck a Bojuka Bog right now, which also would have been nice, but I wonder what's the like win rate difference if I have Bojuka Bog main deck versus Living End. It doesn't always line up meaningfully. Okay, I guess I win. Maybe I don't win if they Living End destroy my defense grid, then they force my ring. Are the pieces fitting? Yeah. I know the piece fit. Did we win game 1? No. I got kind of trounced. Game 1. So they do play Boseiju. Might be a sideboard Boseiju though. Bojuka Bog. More like Bojuka Pog. Could play Dryad. They probably won't cycle anything because they didn't have land cyclers in their hands. So maybe playing Dryad is free. I don't think I don't think I lose to anything this game anymore, so. Then got Chewer. Chewer? I barely knew her. Get it? I think I should have played Dryad first, then I would tap my Bojuka Bog for green, which actually I am not fully clear if it's important or not. I think it does. It's not actually important. It doesn't matter to have played this turn cleanly anymore. Late pitch, outburst, okay. Bojuka Pogged all over my opponent. This is actually insane. Living End? Blood mooning me? That's beyond unfair, but I guess the moves suggested that. I mean, like, they might as well blood moon. What else are they gonna do, right? Cut the sagas entirely. In that case, on the draw. Map can still get Bog. This I can keep. I can go turn 2, discard Titan. I have a 4S, I have the ring. They move 6. Blank, Force of Vigor, Ingot Chewer, and all of that. Well, maybe not Ingot Chewer, I guess, with Defense Grid, but we got griefed, so nothing matters. Took the grid. I mean, I guess you don't take the Titan, and I guess you don't. Interesting that they took the grid. 3 cards in hand. They don't really have too many cards. I guess cycle will kill you still. Within range. Could pass twice to discard Titan. That seems just way too bad here. Has Grid been performing well in these matchups on the whole? What's these matchups? Do you mean Cascade, Living End? Against Living End, it's like the least potent, but against Rhinos, it's great. Fetch Forest. But Living End with Blood Moon is a little bit rough. A little bit unfair. Oh. Oh. They sub, I'll die. Thing just not doesn't like I need to keep the Titan. Awesome. Graveyard hate card actually functioning versus Living End. Shuffle that grid bug on the bottom of my deck. No. Huh. Opponent greedy. Yeah, they could have upkeep. Final Outburst. Didn't play around me top decking in Endurance. Had to be Endurance specifically. So of course I got lucky, but maybe gonna Living End now again. Or Moon. Moon is solid. They have 1 card left and get to play a ring not now but in 1 turn. they're gonna be unlikely to stop the ring. Okay, that's solid. At least no grief. And the ring resolves because they have 1 card, so they have 8 power, but I get to draw 1 free before they hit me. They didn't hit me, they draw 6 total. Can draw like a Dryad to block this quite well. I guess blocks this quite well, but makes this unblockable. Can draw more rings. It's interesting that with their hand they took the grid and not the ring. I think that was like the greedy move. The play that makes little sense. Wizards likes having Cascade in the format because it makes 3+ CMC cards more relevant. Interesting take. I guess it does. Okay, we drew Boseiju. Opponent has Possibility in hand, and I would rather not Cultivator Titan right now. That's not even true. If they have sub and they top the counter sub, then like that's gonna be rough. But besides that, I should just play Titan now. Have a blocker plus Radiant Fountain, and like next turn, like into a sub, I can probably maybe speed sub too if I draw well enough with my free ring cards. Shocked. I guess they're gonna cycle. So they want to be able to cycle into sub, makes sense. No? Then I don't know why they shocked. The trigger on the stack. Okay, looking for outburst. Why do you do that with the trigger on the stack though? That seems clearly bad. I don't know. Tishanas, unlikely to be in a living end deck, but that would be an explanation, I guess. Radiant Fountain, and let's go with Barrow Downs. Barrow Downs you, Radiant Fountain me. Okay, fine. Maybe they do play Tishanas. Probably unlikely to, like, I don't think they do, but maybe. Shanas is broken. So are you, my friend. Definitely easier to beat Living End if I draw a Graveyard Hate card, which is why I like playing free, and like I play free 2 tolerable ones, but in different ways to mix it up and make it harder for their lineup to be proper. Ale elegancki chłopak, hej Piotrek, no siema Piardos. Jak tam leci? Maybe White Leyline is not insane then. I think... Well, I think overall it is, because like then you don't go down a card on the Leyline. It's just like... It's just White Leyline is just really bad in their deck. In general. In a cycler deck, right? Just the card type Leyline being weak.